Hello everyone, welcome back to my computer project. This week I've mostly been rewiring everything. So as you can see at the moment, there's no more breadboards in here. So no more loose connections or anything like that. No more annoying things. Um, so the power supply now, because to get these meters working, the output of the power supply has to go all the way around through this thick wire to the ammeter. Then it comes out to the ammeter, and then that's what actually goes out to these lines. So these lines here, we've got uh, VCC and ground, and they go in a loop all the way around. So everything should be able to get enough power. I've doubled up on these small wires. Like I said last week, I don't think these are 30 gauge wires. I think the max they can carry is 500 milliamps. And when I only had one line, some things over here, like the display, was dim. But the second I made another line to ground, it was fine. So yeah, so yeah, that's running all the way around. Just use a load of hot glue. You can't easily see it on the view here, but yeah, just use loads of hot glue to hold all that in place. Without thinking that's actually going to stop me getting the front panel off, but I won't worry about that just yet. Yeah, as you can see, I've got the ALU tied down, so the output there and the actual adder and the XOR board on top to do the subtraction. So these are still using DuPont cables because these two lines here, they're what turn on the addition or subtraction. So they're going to change later. So they're still DuPont cables. Same with this blue one down here. That's for the output of the ALU. So that's always on at the moment, but there'll be when I build a control unit, that'll be turned on and off and that stuff. So I decided to not bother with actually putting in logical operations yet. Building a whole multiplexer and different logic boards for the ALU. I don't need it for the spec I'm going for this, so I'll do that as part of expanding it later. Yeah, so I'm a bit out of breath. It's taken me 2 hours to finish this off. Yeah, I was crawling around on the floor, right, because I already had holes drilled for these, but I was using the green boards to measure where the holes are. And the green boards and the brown boards, the holes aren't in exactly the same space, in the same place. So for these holes, I had to make them a bit bigger. Yeah, that was just a faff. Yeah. Also, I got this. So this is the other switch, like the front panel switch buffer thing. So that handles the other 8 bits here. There'll be another one on top of that because I'll have 8 switches here as well to control other things, modes, stuff like that. What buffers, so what things that output into the bus, what things that input into the bus, stuff like that. Until I actually get a computer actually working with programs, that'll be how I control things. So things like this will be front panel switches, just temporarily. Yeah. So yeah, at the moment I've just got these big old wires going from the front panel to the ALU at the back. Eventually these will go to somewhere else, but this works for now. And yeah, it still works. Still works nicely actually. Just try and get this down there. See, I don't have any issues with 2 now. Before the breadboards was causing that to be... There was disconnection on the breadboard somewhere that was causing that to be a bit dodgy. But that's no longer the case. And yeah. So yeah, there'll be 8 switches here and they'll do the control things. Oh god, that's high. That's high, isn't it? Why is that so high now? Haven't added anything. That should not be so high. I still haven't actually measured the amps with my multimeter yet. I measured the volts and I tweaked that a little bit, but you can only tweak it so much. So while I was reading 5 volts on my multimeter, this never actually goes up to 5 volts. It's sort of just a little bit behind. But not much I can do about it. That's very high though, and I don't know why. Well, the only thing I've really done is add more wires, so maybe that's causing an issue. I don't know, I'll have to look into this, because that's getting a bit too high. Yeah, that's wires. Hold on, let me get this up. Yeah. So that's all I've done for this week. Next week, what do I plan to add? I've no idea. Probably some board for the bus to control what goes where. So, because the switches, they'll be used to program it as well. You won't always want the switches going directly to something. So you want to say, okay, for now, these switches go to this input, and then you can turn it off and stop anything going to there. So this basically needs a control to the bus. So I might do that. That'll be a slightly bigger board here, because I'm not sure how much I'll add to it. Yeah, and I actually have a bit of space in the middle, so I could fit 2 more of these on there and still have a bigger space here, so I might as well use it. Yeah, so that's my computer at the moment. Have a little bit of post. Oh, crikey. Knocking the table over. Oh, it's one of those, is it? They're gonna... This is Amazon for you, isn't it? That way. Right. So this is basically heat sinks for my power supply here. Yeah, they're nice and small actually. So they need to be quite small because I don't know how much I can actually fit under there, because as it is at the moment... Oh, just knocked the mic off. Yeah, as it is at the moment, yeah, the power resistors in there, you can see they're sort of angled like that. So I need to somehow fit this in there. It goes that way around. So I might have to tilt them the other way, maybe flat, and fit these on in there. But they should help dissipate the heat a bit more. And actually having them like that might be better, because the airflow, once there's a case on this, it's right next to the fan here, so the airflow will go straight through it and straight over this. And I can only hope that dissipates as much heat as possible. Yeah, we've got some little screws, some insulation pad things, and little washers. Yeah, I got, what is it, 10 of these? They're really light, they don't really feel that substantial, but yeah, better than nothing, isn't it? So yeah, that's all for today. I'll have to look into what's going on with the current there, because I haven't added anything and it's using a lot more current now. It was using around 400, now it's just bordering 600, so I don't know where that 200 milliamps is coming from. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.